welcome back to Little Reader's Corner. You probably already know what this video is about based on the title, but I'm doing a secret TBR. So I have never read a dark academia book. I at first didn't think they were my style until I read the synopsis of a couple. I was like, you know what? These actually sound pretty fantastic. Also, I discovered that dark academia is actually very much my style. It's like a mix of light academia, dark academia. If you don't know what either of those are, there are amazing Pinterest boards. There's a New York Times article about it. It's all over the internet. But basically, just think about a university student in the midst of a rainy season in autumn. That's kind of what I think about. Think English literature in the middle of a brick house kind of city, village architecture kind of thing. And that's kind of the style. So I'm starting off reading 2 dark academia books. If I really enjoy those 2, I will purchase 2 more and we will continue the vlog. If I decide that it's actually not very much my style, then I'm just gonna stop the vlog there. We had a good try, we gave it a good go, and we're going to say goodbye to it. However, I am very optimistic about my choices. So I figured we would start off with a book that is kind of known as the dark academia book. I feel like it's starting off with a dictionary. You know, before you start learning a language, you gotta read the syllabus before you start a course. We're going to start with Donna Tartt's The Secret History. I didn't even know what the synopsis was of this book. However, I am a few pages in. I started reading it at the bookstore just to see if this really was my style, because obviously I'm not going to buy a book that I don't think I actually would enjoy, but this does sound very intriguing. So I do love murder mysteries, but I haven't actually read a murder mystery book, which is interesting. I haven't read a lot of dark books. I haven't read really many suspense horror thriller books. The first one I read was Mexican Gothic, which I actually really loved. So we're going to give this a try, shall we? Let's read the synopsis together. Under the influence of their charismatic classics professor, a group of clever, eccentric misfits at an elite New England college discover a way of thinking and living that is a world away from the humdrum existence of their contemporaries. But when they go beyond the borders of normal morality, they slip gradually from obsession to corruption and betrayal, and at last, inexorably into evil. So this does sound like the epitome of dark academia fiction. So we're going to start off with this beauty, kind of dive into the world, get the atmosphere of these kinds of stories. And then after that, we're going to read These Violent Delights. And this is by Micah Nemmerever. Great, you try and say that name and we'll see how you do, okay? So this actually just recently came out. There's another young adult literature novel that actually has the same name, entirely different story. But this one is dark academia. Also, I know that deckled pages is a very contentious topic in the literature world. I know we have varying opinions on it. It's difficult for tabbing, but I do very much love it for just the feel and aesthetic of a book. Now let's see what this book is about. So this is A Secret History meets Lie With Me, in this Hitchcockian tale of 2 college students, both with troubled past, whose escalating obsession with each other will radically alter the course of their lives. So we are going to be starting off reading these 2 books for this dark academia reading vlog. I'm very excited to get going. We're going to be doing other dark academic things, such as a little bit of study things, as well as cute outfits of the day, which I will show you in just a moment. Coffee, of course, lots and lots of coffee, and other cute activities and relevant things throughout the vlog. So this is really going to be like a fun reading experience all around. We're going to do a lot of different things. I'm really excited. I am very hopeful and optimistic that we will read more than just my 2 dark academia books. You will hear about my next 2 choices later on if we get there. Otherwise, I'll let you know what I would have read later on in the vlog. So without further ado, let's get going.
might be going crazy, I don't know what to do. My heart is screaming for you, babe. And what I'm trying to say is that you make the sky look blue, even when it is gray, babe. Every time I'm feeling down, you can make it go away. Your light is shining bright on me. Got no reason.
Right, so it's Halloween. We haven't spoken in a long time, but I've been really stressed, anxious, and busy. I still have been reading, but yeah, also my face is currently a mixture of fake dirt because, you know, the mummy, and also a lot of acne and psoriasis. So clearly we're doing well today. But, you know, the mummy. Ooh. Hello, update time. So in a few words, let's just say I have been really stressed. I have not had a weekend where it's actually like a weekend. I've just worked for about 3 weeks straight on essays and projects and simulations and just a lot of other things. But anyways, today we're going to carve some pumpkins because it's Halloween. A couple fun activities planned. You already saw that I went to the pumpkin patch a couple days ago. I dressed up as Brendan Fraser from The Mummy, which, like, technically his name in The Mummy is Rick O'Connor, but it's Brendan Fraser and we all know it. Yeah, because I had that in my closet. Like, I just own those clothes, so, you know. Yeah. So now I'm gonna carve a pumpkin with my mom, and later I'm going to watch The Haunting of Bly Manor with my friend Amy. And you've seen Amy on my channel a couple of times. She's awesome. She's my friend. She's currently in Washington while I'm in Hawaii. So yeah, we're gonna try to watch as much of it as possible. It's 9 hours total because it has 9 episodes. Each is about an hour long. So we'll see how far we get, but I'm very excited. Let's carve a pumpkin. I've only ever carved 2 pumpkins in my life, so let's not have our hopes too high.
Shining bright on me. Got no reason to be afraid. You're glowing in the dark. You're glowing in the dark. Glowing in the dark. I feel it in my heart. You're glowing in the dark. Glowing in the dark. Yeah, you're glowing in the dark. You can make it go away. Glowing in the dark. You can make it go away. Glowing in the dark. Can't stop looking at you. You're like a firefly. Guide me out of the woods now. Oh, I think I lost my way, but got you to help me back. Tell me what I should do now. Every time I'm feeling.
Heyo!
Wow, we did it.
Thanks for joining me in space. I'm an astronaut.
Cute. What are we gonna watch?
Oh my god. We're watching Barney.
No, never again. We're
We're
watching.
watching The Haunting of Bly Manor.
Oh my god! Yay. Okay.
Halloween 2020.
Yeah, going
Oh my
hard.
God, it's
Party,
been a
party.
nightmare already.
Hello. So it is November 15th. If we remember, this vlog started in September. Basically, this quarter was a lot more stressful than I had anticipated. I don't have that many classes, but just with how everything is going on right now and the way that the professors have decided to change their syllabi, I have needed a little break from filming and from reading. But whenever I have felt like reading, I picked up The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I'm currently on page 450 of 530, I think, so I have just under 100 pages left to go. It is a slow read, but in a really good way. Like, you don't flip the pages because you want to devour every single word, which is kind of really refreshing and is exactly what I needed while I have been so stressed. Like, I barely had even the brain capacity to sit down and read. Everyone has this general understanding that we can't all work at full capacity. How everyone can't be as productive as they used to be because of the stressful situations that they're in. Everyone's in a totally different situation, and we've all been stressed about it. We all know that we cannot work at full capacity. We can maybe work at 75%, if even that. And yet the standards that we all set for ourselves and the standards in society have not gone down. Like, I needed to force myself to take a break from YouTube. Like, I think I'm going on a month-long break at this point, and that's because this is the video I've been working on, and I can't work on this video if I haven't read, and I can't read when I'm stressed about school and life. So it's just a weird cycle, but still, we put these pressures on ourselves, and we think that society is putting these pressures on us, and also like other people around us are putting these pressures on us. Finally, yesterday, I had a full day of lying in bed and watching TV because I also wasn't feeling well. That was the best possible thing I could have done. I was planning on doing homework yesterday, but honestly, I wouldn't have been able to finish it yesterday, and I would have just had to do it today as well, and I wouldn't have had any time off. But yesterday, just lying in bed, watching TV, it was the best thing for my brain, honestly. This long tangent to tell you that the video is still going. You're gonna see it in December. That's just the truth, that this video is going to take 3 months to film. I've been reading this book for 2 months already. It's a great book. I'm really enjoying it. I'm almost done with it, and after that I can start my next one. And to think I thought that I would read 4 books in this video. I've seen a lot of amazing Dark Academia vlogs so far the past couple months while I've been filming mine. I'm really excited about this video. I hope you're enjoying it. But that's a little insight to why the vlog is so sporadic. Doing my best. I hope you're enjoying. I'll see you in the next clip. Bye. It is Saturday. Not currently in my Dark Academia getup today because I'm actually planning on filming a lookbook, hopefully. So I'm kind of planning things out for that right now. But I have about 50 pages left in The Secret History. It's going really well. It was slow for the last kind of 50 pages before this, but now it's kind of picked up again. I'm really digging it, so that's fun. I don't know what's gonna happen towards the end. I have a theory, but it's a major spoiler, so not gonna share that. But I might do a review of these books later. So right now I have to write my second to last final paper for my political economic theory class. I'm not going to tell you what it's about because I know most of you don't care. But I have to plan and write this essay today and tomorrow. So I figured I'd take you along with me because this is Dark Academia kind of study reading vlog. And we haven't chatted much, so I figured we would do this. I got myself a venti from Starbucks. I put it into one of my mason jars. Half of it is still in the fridge because ventis are huge. So I just filled out my planner for today. Pretty straightforward plan essay. I'm really tired. I don't want to write an essay right now, but I don't have a choice. I want to actually have a Thanksgiving weekend. I want to have a couple days off, so we're gonna do this. So we're gonna get it done. I'm gonna put on some intense, fast-paced writing music. I'm gonna drink my coffee and everything's gonna be fine. Going well, but after I finish this essay and after I finish my draft portfolio for climate fiction, I can finish reading the last 50 pages of the book that has been this entire vlog. Also, yesterday I got my new credit on Audible, which means that I can get These Violent Delights as an audiobook. I mean the Dark Academia, These Violent Delights. There was just a book that came out that's also called These Violent Delights that I think is a Romeo and Juliet retelling, so I'm sure that there's going to be some confusion. I'm reading a different book, not the one that just came out, although this one did come out either this year or last year, so it's interesting. So as we know, this vlog is taking a while, but we're having a good time because I just finished The Secret History. It's fan-freaking-tastic. Oh my gosh, I enjoyed reading this at a slow pace so much. Like, this took me about 3 months to read, which most people would consider a long time. I consider it to be a long time as well. But it was so lovely taking my time and not feeling like I had to rush this, because there's so many details that I feel like I would have missed if I was listening to this on an audiobook at like 2 times speed, which is sometimes you gotta do, you know? You got places to be, you're busy, you want to get through books. It happens. But for this particular book, I'm really glad that that was not the case, because this was really good. As we know, this is me trying out Dark Academia for the first flippin' time. So I didn't know how this was going to go, and I am loving it. If you're interested in Dark Academia, if you enjoy the idea of it, the aesthetic, if you tried out some interesting films like Dead Poets Society, for instance, then try out The Secret History, because this is kind of the one of the first Dark Academia books, and it's great. I was concerned it wouldn't age well, and there are a couple instances that are, you can tell it was written a little longer ago, but it ages pretty well. So overall, I really enjoyed the characters of this story, because without the characters, the plot is basically just a group of students at a East Coast university studying Latin and Greek and basically old literature, hanging out, living life until something awful happens. Events kind of spiral, the police get involved, it kind of becomes a murder mystery in a way, and there are a lot of dark elements that come into it. So without the characters, that's what it is, which still sounds like an interesting book, but since it spans over about a year of time, without the important characters, it wouldn't be as interesting of a book. Like, it just wouldn't be, but I think the characters are what really make it fascinating. Everyone is really unique, and you can really picture them in your mind by what they do and what they would say. I think the dialogue is fantastic in this. I just really enjoyed this book. I've heard some mixed feedback on it, but I don't really care because I really enjoyed it. And if that sounds like your kind of book, then go for it. It's a good time. Now, next up, I am going to get started on These Violent Delights. I also was able to get this as an audiobook, so I look forward to reading this while listening to the audiobook and kind of switching back and forth. This sounds like it's a pretty similar story and similar idea to what was going on with The Secret History, except this time our characters are just 2 characters It's Paul and Julian, which is interesting because Julian was the name of the professor in the last one. But as Paul and Julian, they feel like they are intellectual equals. They feel like the rest of the world doesn't understand them. A lot of angst, a lot of drama. But then, as their friendship spirals into all-consuming intimacy, they learn the lengths to which the other will go in order to stay together, and their obsession ultimately hurtling them toward an act of irrevocable violence. Sounds fascinating. I've already gotten started in it. Ooh. I've already read the first chapter and the prologue. Not really sure how I'm feeling about it just yet, but I'm going to continue reading it today because I have some free time right now, which is wild. So we're going to go continue reading this, going on a couple walks maybe today. We'll see where we get to.
People come and people go through high streets we know. Dark and light.
Hello, we're back. So I went on a walk around my neighborhood, read a little more. I'm at about page 50, which I know the speed of the last book versus the speed of this book, it's interesting. But the thing is, I think I'm rushing through this a lot more than the last one because I'm really not enjoying this. So this is not really turning out how I expected it to be. I knew it was going to be angsty, but dear Lord, it is just angst. So I made it to the end of page 45, which is the end of chapter 3. Usually I like to wait either 10% or until page 50, which either comes sooner or however it feels naturally until I DNF a book. I don't enjoy DNFing books, but also it happens a lot more frequently because I'm just not interested in reading a book that I don't care about. That's what's going to happen with this one. I was really intrigued by the storyline, but my God, for the first like 30 something pages, it's like the kid at his own house dealing with his parents and like a lot's going on there, which is understandable, but like, oh my God, it's just dense. And like the conversations in the classroom are like philosophical, but not in the interesting way like it was in, not like how it was in The Secret History. In The Secret History, it was actually fascinating conversations and the prose was beautiful. In this, it's just annoying. I'm really not digging it. I don't know if it was because I read such an excellent book first, but reading this one and getting all the way to page 50 and just not caring about anyone and not even understanding what the plot is, like, this seems like it's very character driven, and I knew that from the start because I enjoy character driven books, but also the plot just does not exist. Like, there is no plot. Just the characters being really angsty with each other. So I'm gonna DNF this bad boy because I don't care about this book at all. If anyone who is here has read this book and knows if it gets any better, please let me know, because we're going to go to plan C or plan D of this reading vlog, which originally was going to be that if I enjoyed the first 2 books, I would either make a second reading vlog or I would read another book in this vlog. We're changing that because I loved this one, disliked this one. So actually we're going to go to secret book number 3 and we're going to read this one because first off, Lexi said she really enjoyed this one. And Lexi and I feel like have a pretty similar reading taste, so I trust her. I feel like I would enjoy this as well if Lexi enjoyed this. So I'm going to continue with this one, or rather I'm going to start with this one and toss out the other one, metaphorically speaking. And we're going to continue the reading vlog, and this will be the last book I will be reading in this vlog. If I enjoy this a ton, I think I will do a sequel reading vlog, but if I don't enjoy this one, then this might be the only Dark Academia reading vlog I do, and it might be that The Secret History was just a wonderful book, and it's might not be that Dark Academia is my thing. I think Dark Academia is very much my thing, but reading-wise, we'll see. So let's get into this one.
We're lying there on the bed above the sheets. No one's saying a word, but I can feel your heartbeat. I stare into your eyes and you into mine, lying perfectly still, like we are frozen in time. I don't want this to be over.
Hello, it's a new quarter. We're still reading If We Were Villains, except my pace for this last one is so much faster than for the first one. I don't know, it's the beginning of a new quarter, which means that there's a whole lot less work at the beginning. And I just came off of a break, so I feel refreshed. I didn't really read a lot over break. I read a little bit of If We Were Villains, but I mostly just laid in bed and watched TV because I needed to fully relax, which is fine. So I am about, oh wow, okay. I'm a lot further than I thought I was. I'm about that far in. I'm on page about 235. I'm also listening to the audiobook and kind of switching between the audiobook and physically reading it so I can listen to it while I go on walks, while I bullet journal, all those things. I'm loving it. It's a good freaking time. What is it about? I didn't say. Oh, okay. So basically, this is dark academia, but thespians. So it's all about a bunch of drama students. I'm not actually sure if it's a high school or a college. I have no idea. I've read most of the book and I still don't really know if it's high school or college, but you know, that's fine. So they're all in their final year of high school, maybe college. I don't know. They're all in their final year. It's a bunch of drama students. They're all in these really kind of interesting plays, mostly Shakespearean. They're really into Shakespeare. And some of their performances, they don't even know who the other actors are cast as. They all get to know what their parts are. They learn their parts and they just show up and kind of figure it out as they go. It's really interesting. And as a former drama student, I'm having a good time. And there are a lot of really interesting relationship dynamics. Love the characters in this, just like how I love the characters in The Secret History. So as we know, I like character plots, not like plots, like character driven stories. So I'm digging this. I can already feel where some of the like mystery stuff is going on. So basically all you know when you start off this book is that one of the main characters has just returned from jail, and that's like a future perspective. And then the whole time you're trying to figure out, why was he in jail? Was he wrongly convicted? Did he actually commit the crime? You don't know. Then something terrible happens and you're like, oh my gosh, is this the thing? And you're kind of putting all these pieces together and it is wild. So it goes between these two different timelines. One that's, I guess, in the past of when all of these students were together doing these plays, and then the event happens. And then also there's the future timeline where you see all of the consequences, and it's kind of the main character looking back on it and telling this story to another person. Fascinating, enjoying it. Since I'm on 235, let's see how many pages I have left. Okay, oh my gosh, okay, so I only have like 120 pages left, which in a good weekend, I think I could do that. And we're about to hit that sweet, sweet weekend. So I think I might be able to finish this weekend. Also depending on like audiobook time, because I've been really digging the audiobook. So we shall see. I think I'm going to bullet journal and relax a little bit and continue listening to the audiobook because this is a gosh darn good time. Let's go.
My head upon your shoulder, wishing that you would say,
Hello, we've made it. We've done it. We've come to the end of the vlog. I don't know about you, but it's been a million years. I have a feeling the footage for this is going to be really long anyways, but we started this in October. We're ending this in January. So that's how I'm doing. I finished If We Were Villains last night. Oh my gosh, this is really flipping good. I think it's either a 4.5 or a 5 star. and The Secret History was a 5-star. So, you know, 2 basically 5-star books and 1 DNF, not too bad. Also, since starting this vlog, I've realized that most of my wardrobe is dark academia. Something I didn't fully understand when I first started this, but you know, here we are. So that's been a fun realization that this is 100% my aesthetic. I have loved 2 of these books. I would like to do a second dark academia reading vlog. I need some time off though. So that's probably not going to come out for a little while, but if you're interested and you made it this far in the video, please let me know down below. And if you have made it this far in the video, put a skull emoji, because wow, you are a champion. You are my champion, and I believe in you. You're doing wonderful right now. You're doing great. But final concluding thoughts. Well, first off, the ending of this was very well done. Kind of figured a couple things out along the way, but one thing really surprised me, and that was great. All of my thoughts that I think I shared earlier in the week stand completely true. Love the characters in this, love the plot especially, because there was actually things going on besides for just the characters and what they were doing, what they were saying. And you know me, I love my characters, but the plot in this was especially good as well. So I found this fascinating. If you're not sure you're into kind of darker things or dark academia in general, I think trying out If We Were Villains is a good little step, because it's not too dark. There is like one thing that kind of happens towards the end, but it's not as gritty and angsty and gloomy as some other dark academia are, I think. I specifically chose these 3 books because they were up my alley. They were genres that I was already kind of interested in within dark academia. They didn't sound too dark or psychologically interesting as some other books. I might try something a little darker next time, but I didn't want to scare myself off, and I have really enjoyed the little aspects of mystery and like not really thriller, not really horror, but more darker themes that have been in these books. So absolutely loved these. What a good time. I mean, except for the DNF, which I don't like that book. I've tried it again because I was mostly listening to that on audiobook, so I tried to just kind of read it a little bit more, but that wasn't the issue. It was just not my book. I've also heard a lot of other people didn't like it. So what can you do? But thank you so much for watching this video. I also have a dark academia lookbook, so you should check that out. It's my pride and joy. It's my proudest work, honestly. I had so much fun doing that lookbook. I'm very thrilled and excited about it. You should check it out. I'm very proud of all of the editing and the styles I put together. Like, very happy with it. But I will stop rambling on. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you take time to take care of yourself today and to give yourself some self-care, because you deserve it. Yes, I know. We all have things that we should be doing or we feel like we need to do, but you know what? Just take a break. Just have a glass of water. Take some time for yourself. And thank you for watching all the way to the end if you're still here with me, but bye!